All right, so today we are going to be talking about the power of storytelling with our special guest, Alex Garnier, who is connecting from Canada, and he'll be telling us a little bit more about what he does. And the plan is to get some help with our own brand and our own businesses because people love stories and people love to be embarked into like your world. So you're not just going to be selling your coaching or consulting services, but you're going to be selling something much more. All right, Alex, so do you want to take it over from here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Definitely. So I will share my screen. So just give me one sec. My name is Alex Garnier. I'm a former character animator, storyteller, brand designer, and I spent like a decade in the animation movie industry. So I put some picture about like what it's like to work in the animation movie industry. So it's very like almost like a kid environment with a lot of like action figurine, everything like this, very playful. We do everything seriously, but we don't take ourselves seriously. And I will explain after why. What is storytelling? And mostly, where can you find storytelling in any day of your life? Everywhere, literally everywhere. Storytelling is all around us. When you talk to your friends, it's storytelling. When you talk to your family, it's storytelling. Advertising, storytelling, a logo, website, everything. And why? When you talk to people, you'll filter information. You'll filter what you want to say, how you want to say it, and that is literally storytelling. Storytelling is the ability to filter information, to bring a perspective to a topic that you're talking about and the way you talk about it as well. So that's why I say storytelling is all around us. Storytelling is like the narrative that you bring and how you shape it to entertain people, to bring knowledge, to explain a challenge that you had, that you face. So that's why like storytelling is very important because it can like you create the connection, the emotional connection with your audience, with your client or future client. Also, other topic inside the storytelling, storytelling is everything about with creativity. What I mean by that is that how you're able to explain a topic and bring a creative lens to it, creative journey to it. So what I mean is like it's a mix between observation, imagination, and tenacity in the way that you have to, it's not just because you have one idea, it will create a story. You have to structure it, you have to shape it, to analyze how you connect information that in the first place they shouldn't be connected together. My best example for that is that you take, I don't know if you guys know the movie Ratatouille from Pixar like a while back ago. Ratatouille for me is the perfect example. You take a rat and you take cooking. Those two things should never be at the same position at the same time in one spot. And yet, they made a movie and probably one of the best movie they created so far in terms of creativity and in terms of like what it brings to the audience. And Ratatouille, it's a beautiful movie. Why? The rat want to be a cook. He want to cook because it's his passion. But every time he will be in a kitchen, there will be other people trying to kill him. And you have a story. Just like this, you have a story. Why? You have one character, he has to face many challenge to be at the place you want to be. And that creates a story. And tenacity because you have to hold on to your ideas, hold on to your story, to your thought process, mindset, and no one at any moment has to explain you otherwise. It's your story, tell it, be bold about it. Anatomy of a story. So the basic narrative, like what is the process of storytelling? You have the origin story and you have the goal. And like everything is about the why. why you do what you do, why you're here right now. Everything is the why. And it's more important to tell people when you present yourself why you do what you do than telling you about your product. Why? Nobody cares about a product. Like headphones, anything that you can buy any day, there are many of them. Why you choose one more than any other? Why? And storytelling is everything related to the why. And when I was working on an animation movie, we spent a crazy amount of time trying to explain the why. And if for any moment in the movie something doesn't click in terms of the story doesn't make sense or anything, we try to reshape it as much as possible to bring a vision with we want to talk about a topic, and that's why we want to talk about it. And
Alex, sorry, can we ask questions as we go?
oh yeah, sure, sure.
Okay.
Go for it.
I was wondering, how do we know like this is a good why? Like this is something that would actually be appealing to our prospects and clients. Obviously, it has to resonate with us,
Right.
but at the same time,
Oh,
in the
that's
film
a good
industry,
question.
for example,
Yeah,
how do you know like this is the thing that's gonna actually make people
that's a good
buy?
question. I will reverse the question. Why it's important to you to talk about it? Very simple. When you talk about something, is it really important for you when you talk about it or not at all? And if you can talk about it for like more than 1 hour, if you have covered all the topic for like a little less amount of time, uh, the thing is that when you create a story, it's all about a topic that you have a perspective to it, and you want to talk about it in a way where you engage the audience to discover more, to learn more about your world, because you bring in some creativity to it, and because of that, they probably never experienced that way before, and they want to know more. Oh, we have a question.
Yeah.
Carl?
Carl, please go ahead.
So, Alex, when you say what is my passion, then
Yeah.
I'm lost. Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Oh,
But
right.
you give me a topic
Yeah.
and then you say, what is your passion and what is your why?
Yeah.
Then suddenly I might have then maybe I can contribute, maybe I can't. I mean,
Right.
so if the topic is what dresses to wear, then I'm sure I can't help you. But if the
Right.
topic is track athletics, then I can get to passion. So what I'm trying to say is, without the topic, I find the thing crashes.
Yeah, I
I
totally get
wanted
it.
your feedback on that. Thank you.
Okay. For example, let's say instead of talking about like your product, tell me about a moment in life for any one of you, a moment in life that bring you to what you do right now. Just one moment in life when you realize your life changed, and that's what you want to do. One specific moment in life that brings all meaning. In storytelling, there is no great answer. You just enter, and it's always unfold the story the more and the more. So, because when I say great answer, that it can be great for you, but it doesn't have to be great for somebody else. So it depends. So the exercise will be if you have one magic object. For example, you take one of the person in the room and you want to express the work. You have one magical object. What would it be? What it is? Where can we find it? The material, anything? What's the superpower to it, or anything like this? And explain it. Explain the reason. Does it make sense for everybody, or?
Can you type the question so that it stays in the chat?
Okay, yeah, I will do that. Um,
And how much time did you want to do this for?
can we do 15 minutes?
Oh, 15 minutes. So you guys gotta have things to say. Um, okay.
May I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
Alex, in what context do you mean to have this magic object? I didn't quite get that.
Oh, for the context is like it's, for example, for your business. If you have a magical object that can help you achieve anything you want, what it be, or where can we find it, for what kind of client, or anything like this.
Okay, thank
Does it
you.
make more sense like this?
Yes, thank
Perfect.
you.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna let somebody in who's just joined now. All right, you guys have 15 minutes and then we'll come back when you're done. Enjoy. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, was it interesting, creative, or anything?
That was awesome.
Oh, cool, amazing,
Would you like to share, please?
amazing.
Oh, sure. So we were in a room with Mark, Fran, and Robin, but Robin didn't have a microphone. So we had a conversation between Mark, Fran, and I.
Yeah.
We were very aligned on our objects. They
Okay.
were, in a way, very similar. It was an object to tell the truth so people could find out their own truth.
Cool.
It was another object for, Fran, remind me.
Eliminate our fears, to eliminate
Eliminate our fears.
Okay.
And mine was about removing societal conditioning. And we all came to the conclusion that we were very aligned. It was all about helping people see things differently about themselves and move forward in life. But we kept going in the conversation and we came to the conclusion that it's not really an object that we need, because the magic
Right.
is not an object. The magic is within us.
Yeah, when I mean it was an object, like it can be literally anything. So it doesn't have to be, if it's material, what it is, but it doesn't really have to be material. It can be a thought process, anything, but it's more like, um, if you can feel it, if you can picture it or whatever, and yeah, that's more like it. And for example, it's like when your clients have it, how they feel, how it transform their life, because storytelling is all about transformation. It's all about how people came in one place with one mindset, with one, they're like this, how they transform and evolve. And the object is there to help them evolve. Beautiful.
Who else would like to share?
I'll go.
Thank you.
So my magical object was well, we came up with the word Midas touch. So if you touch the object, then when you go into a room, everybody will be attracted, will find you attractive, want to talk with you, want to connect with you. And the reason this is so important is because you'll get lots of clients, because people want to engage. So yeah, so it's a type of some sort of universal connection that lets people know that you're there and they want to connect with you. The other object we came up with was a magical book that if you open it, the light in the book would give you the answers you seek.
Wow.
And then yeah, I know that the light in the book you can definitely do a lot of animation with that. And we all agreed, much like Johanna, that it's within us.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Very nice. Can I ask a question? What's the butterfly?
What
Is
is
it?
the butterfly?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you have a butterfly, so for me, it has a meaning, or
yeah. So my whole workshop is about becoming that person worthy of your goal. And the thing about a butterfly is that being a caterpillar is a really hard environment.
yeah,
You know, you run out of food, lots of natural enemies.
yeah.
Be it as it may, within that caterpillar is an amazing, beautiful butterfly waiting to show itself. So the relevance of a butterfly is no matter how tough your world might be now, somewhere there's a butterfly waiting to show itself.
So that's your magic object?
The magic object, yeah, is well, yeah. So one way to get your butterfly to show itself would be to have the skill that people want to deal with you.
Gotcha.
So that would be a how, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Let me
you.
warn you guys that Alex sees things that most of us don't. So the other day he deconstructed the ExpertEase logo. So if you guys see any changes to the logo in the future, that's his fault. Or maybe thanks to him.
No, just the logo for me when I see ExpertEase, he has a meeting where it's like it's
We don't need to know, Alex. It's okay. So just keep it confidential.
gotcha.
All
But
right,
no,
take it
what
over.
I'm asking you guys, like what this kind of exercise, the role play, is because it helps describe and define your brand archetype. Are you a caregiver? Are you someone who like to help people in their path? Are you the alchemist? Or are you somebody who like to transform things, who like to bring a transformation in any way? Like an espresso, they change the way we drink coffee or anything. Or are you the hero of like do you fight justice or anything? Like, are you the wire? Like, for example, Pepsi. When you see their last commercial with like the beer, they literally take the beer from like Coca-Cola. He does a therapy session. The music is I want to break free. It's coming out from the beer like I want to see something different. I want to experience something different. Pepsi, they are literally the warrior. Like they break every rules, they do their own thing, and yeah. So what is your kind of archetype? And that exercise helps explain it, definitely.
Can you
And
give
what
us examples of like people rather than actually corporation?
people? Where, for example, like anyone in the room, what's like the how you will describe yourself around people, I will say. Or how does people describe you, most importantly? So when you ask people around you how they're describing you, and you see that when you take all of them, all the feedback, it will give you the idea of like what is your brand archetype? What do they think about you? Like, are you somebody who like to transform and change the world, or is somebody who is here to help them, or is somebody who brings knowledge? For example, Wikipedia. Wikipedia brings knowledge. After it's your own decision to know what is good or not, they bring knowledge. Or you the Oracle, like, are you Google? Do you bring people different type of like path opportunity, and you have to choose what's your archetype? What's your brand archetype? That's what I mean. Is it clear for everybody or not?
So what's Elon Musk's, for example, archetype?
Elon Musk for me is like definitely it's a warrior. It's a mix between a warrior and the outlaw, but also like his own brand, like personal branding. Definitely for me, like when I see Elon Musk is like the warrior, is like he care about his own way of thinking and everything. After, if you see Tesla, is definitely the Alchemist. They are transforming the way we drive. Like that's what I mean.
Hmm. I remember you mentioned the example of
Yeah,
Elon and
yeah,
Steve Jobs. So are
yeah.
they both like people who transform lives and transform our lifestyle?
Yeah, Steve Jobs, it transformed the way we have technology right now. Transform everything.
So you
Like,
can move between archetypes, or among or more than two. You can have different archetypes.
you can, but the thing is that what is your major one?
Mhm.
What I mean is that sure, you can have different perspective from different archetype, but usually you have a main one, you stick with it. Why? Because when after you will do your promotion, your ads, when you talk in front of people or anything, How do you think you people feel when if you talk like the same way that caregiver does, the same way that the alchemist does, or people don't understand what you are? So it's one archetype. It's one major archetype. After you can explain it a little bit differently, but for example, when I work with people for the brand or like personal branding, one archetype because after what it means. You have the semantic, you have the words you need to use, and every archetype has his own way to express himself, has his own way to like what to do, what not to do. And sometimes, like always, it's more important even to know what to not to say than what to say. Because sometimes I see people and yeah, yesterday I had a meeting with a potential client and he told me, okay, like I never thought storytelling like this. And he told me, well, I will have more question and I will do another post to see like, oh, I can implement storytelling. He did one post and I was like, that's not what you should do. Like the way he did the post, I was like, that's not storytelling at all. At all. You did the exact opposite that what you should do. Why? Because he has no structure. He has no archetype. He doesn't know anything about it. And what does it lead to? It leads to a misunderstanding of what storytelling is, a misunderstanding of like how he should do the promotion of his business. And because of it, he does like I do it that way and that way. And yeah, but he takes time to think and everything. So what I mean is that when you have your archetype, it explains you everything about what you should do as a brand, as a personal branding, or anything like this. And that exercise can help you and mostly help me to find out what is your archetype, your brand archetype. There are a couple of them. You have the spokesperson, you have um, others and others, and it explains when you take them as a whole. For example, if you have a period in time, what is this? Why? Like, do you prefer Renaissance? And if so, why? Do you prefer the bootlegger style from like the America? And so why? Everything has a meaning. And when you connect everything together, it gives you the brand archetype. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. Is a methodology that you developed?
Pardon me?
Is this a methodology that you developed? Or there are standard archetypes? Which
No,
ones
no,
do
no.
you use?
It's so the archetype are based from like the Jung archetype.
Jung? Okay.
Yeah, Jung archetype. There are 12 of them. Yeah, personally, I do with less because I always think that one archetype can have a little bit about the others. So I do with way less than 12. But yeah, there are 12 archetype. They express everything in the world. Everybody in this room has one archetype. Everybody. Um, so yeah, definitely. And after I use my process from like my experience from animation movie and everything, but yeah, it's like a mix between everything and that helped me shape story, definitely.
Mm,
And yeah,
okay.
like one client that I have in BC, a couple weeks ago, he went to the final of a story pitch in BC. With the way I train him to tell his story and everything. And yeah. Uh, should I go back to the slide
Yes,
or
please.
anybody?
We have a little bit more than 30 minutes, so let's
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Okay. So let's go back to the slide. Present. Okay. So everything when you tell a story, guys, structure is the same. Three act. First one, you take once upon a time, every day in your life. What day suddenly everything changed? Something happened to your character, something happened in your journey. Because of it, there will be challenges that you have to face. Act two, all the challenges. Climax, resolution, act three. Every story is based on the same thing. After is like, so those are the plots, is like how you can explain your journey from a different point of view. It's like how it brings from poorness to be wealthy, how you can explain in terms of travel, the Renaissance is that you help bring a new perspective to people the way they do it. The dragon basically, if anybody know the F1 movies, like the Brad Pitt character is every time is like fighting a dragon and he has his own way also to fight like his character challenge to be to be happy to find out who is. So those are the plot. After, for the logo also, because it's another part of like branding and storytelling, keep your logo simple. And I explain an exercise to Safa is like if you squeeze your eyes, make like very like barely see what's in the world or anything, how you see your logo, how you feel about it. And if you have the same feeling as when you see it clear, it makes every sense. If for some reason you have a different perception, that means that maybe your logo is not that simple, maybe it doesn't reflect everything you want. And that's why I put Netflix, Apple, Nike, super simple. They express what the brand is. They express everything. You take Nike, it's the whoosh, it's the wing. It's like you run, you fly, you do sports, like you become alive, and that's what you need to do. And so that's to explain the logo. Kiss. So Kiss is keep it simple and stupid. What do I mean by that? Simple and stupid is that make your story simple. Make everything you do simple. It can have complexity inside it, and believe me, it's way more complex to bring a simple story than to bring a complex story. Way more complex. Your story, the way you describe it, has to be super simple. Your universe has to be understandable in 4 seconds stop. And stupid, what does it mean? Stupid, it means don't be afraid to appear silly, foolish, playful in front of people who don't care about what you do. Don't be afraid to show who you are, to show the way you want to do it or the way you explain yourself. Be stupid sometime, and that's totally fine. I spent over a decade in animation movie. I don't take myself seriously, but I take my job seriously. And like what I mean is, yeah, it's like don't be afraid to experience a different way to talk about what you do with like your passion or everything. That's why I was talking about passion. So that's what I mean by KISS. It makes sense for everybody, or people have questions or anything. Everyone is good?
You guys can raise your hand if you have any question.
Yeah. I don't know because I see only 4 people. So okay, if everybody's good, I can move on. So. After the methodology. So my way to work is always the same. First, I do a brainstorming. So I work on understanding your universe, the why, the how, what is your product, the planet. If it is a planet, what is it? What's the atmosphere? What kind of people we can find in the planet? How does all people live? All people connect together? Everything like this. So it's like your life journey. Usually I tell to people it's like doing a therapy session, and storytelling is definitely doing a therapy session. Some people want to hear it, some people not, but that's what it is. And working in animation movie, I can tell you every movie is a therapy session in many ways. Why? Because you feel what the characters feel, You have all the emotion coming, sadness, happiness, everything, and you have to understand why when it's coming. The universe is shaping your universe. What is your universe? Or we can move inside it. What is the different path? How, if they are a house, what do they look like? If they are, how do we navigate from one point to another one? And that brings up to defining in the brain identity, defining your logo, defining your purpose in life, your manifesto, everything. What is your conviction? What is your reason to be there, present with your business? That's what it is. And the tool I use is Miro because it's very like post-it images, connecting things together. So, and I can manage it the way I want. That's one part of like my way to work the storytelling. So as you can see, there are many posts. You have the core values. So in storytelling, it's working on the core values. What makes you who you are? What are your core values? Everyone. Authenticity, community, what is it? What is your persona? Who are you talking to? And what are their conflict in life, how they see life, how they perceive it, what they aspire in life. Everything has to be clear, crystal clear. What is your brand? So when you see the picture is like my way to help you visualize your world. And usually when I work on the storytelling, I also use storyboarding. Storyboarding, if you know or don't know what it is like you take the script, so you take the story, and you bring it to life with simple illustration, and that explain how does the story come alive. That's what it is. And from the core values, I shape the manifesto. I explain you, we describe exactly what are your ideal client because the word storytelling is everything about the right client for you, not the amount of client, the right one for you, the right one when they are coming to work with you, it's a flow. Everything is smooth, natural, and yeah, that's what it is. And shaping the why, how, the what, the slogan, shaping the message as well. Everything to help you define and structure the story. Uh, the archetype, so the warrior, barbarian, oracles, the alchemist, the bard, outlaw. Everybody has his own archetype. And what is yours? So the text is to explain that knowing who you are, knowing your character, your personal branding or your brand will help a lot for you when you talk to your audience because you will talk in a way that you connect a message, you connect an emotion with them. And that's why they are coming to work with you. They don't come to work with you because of a product. They come to work with you because of vision. And the vision is what you see beyond what's there, what you see beyond with your brand. Where do you want to lead them? Where? Every time I work with a client, I have a clear vision of like where he should go. And
All
I'm
right,
convinced.
Alex, there is a question from Matt
Oh,
in
sure,
the
yeah, tell
chat.
me. Oh,
Uh,
in the chat?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you create pathways for narrative or stories? So explore different paths, even if you want to use some. So yes and no. What it means is that when the brainstorming is here, we explore the ideas. So, and by exploring the idea, I mean every idea. I there is no stupid question, there is no stupid answer. Everything has meaning. For me, everything has meaning. And usually what happened, what I realized with my clients is like usually it's what they expected the less that bring the story to life. Because why? Because usually they feel too shy to talk about it. They feel way too shy to express it, and I feel that that's what they want to express. And my goal is to convince you that that's the way you should go because I strongly believe in it. When I create a story with people, I believe strongly in the work I do with people and the story I bring to life.
Can you put back that slide just before this one? And maybe you guys
Uh,
can tell us if you
well,
can
this one?
recognize, yeah, do you guys
Okay.
recognize yourselves in any of these archetypes? Who's the rebel here in the group?
Who's the outlaw? Who creates his own rules? Who want to break the rules? In France, for those of you who are in
Clarence,
France,
Oracle.
freeze the outlaw. They come up on the communication market like niche. They break all the rules. They created their own rules and they reshape the communication niche basically. The board is like you take everything. Disney, Netflix, Victoria's Secret is like the beauty, the entertainment, everything like this. Alchemist, Nespresso. And Nespresso, I don't know if you guys saw the last commercial, but Nespresso, they don't sell you a coffee machine at all. They sell you an art piece. They sell you a sculpture. They sell you something beautiful that you can have in your living room, that you can have in your kitchen, and show that you you're classy. You like when it's nice, it's well presented, yes, sophistication, It's totally design. And that's what Nespresso is selling you at the end. Not a coffee machine at all. Well, I'm sure you can do coffee perfect, but that's not what they're selling in the commercial. So do you guys recognize any of you in those or not?
Yeah, we found a rebel. The rebel is Mark.
Okay, Mark, you're on the spotlight. Where are you?
And we have a lot of alchemists, which is I'm not surprised because you guys
I,
love to transform people's lives. Mark, did I hear you?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. What do you do? Or
So
why?
I, I was just about to update mine to a combination of warrior and rebel.
Okay.
That the two fit me best.
Right.
I'm a personal drill sergeant, and I'm the productive pain in the ass most people never knew they need. So
Okay, cool.
I do not call myself a coach or anything like
Right.
that. I challenge people, and I
Right.
get them to obey their own orders instead of mine.
Okay, sweet. That's cool. Nice.
It is cool for the right person. It's not cool for everyone, which is
And
what we want.
it's super interesting you bring it out. Why? You won't talk, don't talk to everyone. Don't. You talk to people who have who want the same thing that you experience in life. You talk to those people. Don't start thinking out like every time I have my client, they're like, sorry, oh, we talk to everybody. I'm like, everybody? So you talk to the grandma who was like 80, 40 years and was like living in reading a book. You talk to the girl who is like 10-year-old and like playing with dolls or anything. That's the person we talk about. And they're telling me, oh, no, no, I'll say, okay, so you don't talk to everybody. That's what I mean. And that's exactly what it is. You don't talk to everybody. You talk to the right people. Don't don't start wasting your time with people. You won't work with them at all. And usually people who won't work with you, those are the people that sometimes they will hate you or anything, and it's perfectly fine, guys. And you have to create as much haters that you create people who love you, definitely. Definitely. And usually you realize who you are because if any of you guys ask feedback from your clients, what do they talk about? About you?
Yeah.
What
What do they say when you're not in the room? I think that's a really
what do
important
they
thing.
say when you're not there and they are talking to other people? What do they say about it? Personally, I can tell you that my client feedback are like the vision that I have for them. What do they talk about you? That's as simple as it is.
Mm. There is a question from Ruth. Ruth is asking, I think I'm a catalyst. Is that the same as alchemist?
So the alchemist is the one who transform the material, the one who take one thing, transform it, shape it in another form, and bring it to people. Is that answering the question or not at all? I don't know.
Yeah, I think probably Alchemist then. Yeah.
Well, usually you have more exercise to explain what is the character, but yeah, if you can find what it is, and after usually if you find what it is without the exercise, I do the reverse engineering process where I ask you the question based on the answer. I'm like, yeah, that's it, or not at all. And sometimes people are surprised. Should I do another slide or
Do we have time for the second breakout room? I think it would be
Oh
nice.
yeah, we can do that.
Mm.
So second breakout room is like probably more simple than the magic object. If you guys have somebody who will represent you and will talk for you to client or anything, is it a person? Is it an animal? Is it a robot? How he express himself? The way he talks? What does he wear? Or anything like this? Tell me everything about that person. And yeah, that's the exercise. Is it clear for everybody or not?
Do we need to define the person who is going to present us?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Everything about it. Like, what does he like? Is he friendly? Is he very cold? Is he Does he speak in a manner that is very like classy, very corporate, or is he speak very warm, like everything?
All right. Maybe Alex, you can put the instructions in the chat.
Sure,
We're
yeah, that's
giving
fine.
out 6 minutes so you guys can think
So,
that.
you,
All right. You can get started already and enter your rooms.
welcome everybody. Welcome back. Was it interesting, funny, creative, or?
Yeah, I would like to share. Please, we want to know who you thought of. Paula, do you want to share? Hi, Paula. Good to see you.
Oh, how did I get chosen so quick? Okay, we had a great time. We didn't quite get the question, but we came up with who we are. We are. Is that what we're supposed to answer?
It was supposed to be if you have a representative, what it is, who it is, or does it make sense, or?
Someone
Well, anyway,
representing you, like who would that be? Someone that you would send out who would represent Paula, but that's not you. Then who could that be?
oh, well, that wasn't what we did. But
Okay, good.
we all figured out
Okay,
that
good.
our clients are exceptionally happy because they're making money and doing very well. They are passionate because we're passionate, and they're so geeked up that they're out there marketing for us. So all we're doing is accepting the referrals because we're that brilliant. How about that? That's what we came up with.
So it doesn't enter the exercise in some way.
Alex, in other
Because
words,
we didn't quite get your
Paula,
question.
Paula is already rich. She doesn't need clients. She's fine.
No, you have
No. We didn't say that. We did not say we were rich and we didn't need clients. What we said, the ideal person would be thrilled because of what we did for them. They'd go out and bring them back to us. Right, Lewis?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I was in that room as well. And so we decided that, well, we talked about it and we think that we have so many characteristics. We're multi-passionate people and it down to someone just, to just one thing that we would like, would it be someone that would talk corporate or would be dressed in, in a suit? And then, but I'm also a painter and I write and I like this and I like that. And so we were just, it was very complex to do it in 6 minutes. So we were just, that's what we were discussing.
Usually when I work with my clients, I do it with more than 6 minutes. 6 minutes is not enough to cover it. So don't worry, you're fine. And usually the way I work, I keep you on track of everything. It's like I connect everything, because this exercise is also good for you guys because it show you like the creative process to think differently or anything, but it's tough. It's a tough process. I totally get it. But it's amazing to do it because it brings something new.
Yeah, let me just share that you put the three of us together and we're just going off on tangents because, we all have something interesting to say and we don't get on, stay on track.
Oh, sure.
Can I also add to that? Because I mean, I'm in the storytelling business, if you like, as a writer and things, and as an artist, and I kind of felt one of the things I mentioned in this group was that to just try and define one archetype is kind of a bit limiting because it also denies other parts of yourself. But I can understand that people lead with an archetype. But as a writer, you're actually exploring all sorts of different archetypes. So I wonder, you're taking on other archetypes as you work. You're not just being yourself. So I think to embrace a kind of chameleon type identity is actually very valuable a lot of the times. And also if you're dealing with a different archetype, a different, if you want to use that term, then to actually adapt yourself to that archetype can also be very useful. So to me, fixing it is a problem. I'd much rather work with it in different ways. Yeah.
I understand your perspective in one way, but if you think in terms of brand and you have to explain it to other people, what happens if you start to explain it in many different archetypes? People will feel lost. I totally get it that in one people there is many different ways to express ourselves. I totally get it. But the more you put archetype for one people, how are you going to talk about everything? Because you're not going to talk the same way a caregiver talks than an alchemist or anything. It's not possible at all. It's not the same vocabulary. It's not the same semantic or anything. So if you start to do this, I totally get the idea. But start to do this, you will lose people more than anything else. That's my opinion. But I get the idea. Like when you write, you have to explore the character. You have to explore the thought process, the challenge, what is this facing. So I get it in many ways.
Great.
I
Alex,
mean,
you have some more
even
questions?
though,
Sorry.
I mean, even in the brand work, it varies as well. Because if you're talking to the financial people in a company and you're talking to the customers, there are different considerations there, surely.
For sure, you talk to a lot of different people. Yeah, for sure. But those people don't define you. You are defining yourself first. People won't change.
Well, yeah, that's if you're talking about yourself, yes. But I'm talking about clients and
clients is different. Clients, you have multiple different clients for sure. And that's the beauty of it. Like everybody's different. And because of it, the work will be a little different based on one client to another. Like my clients are very different. Life coach, AI tech, medical. And yeah, it's amazing to work with them because I experience different archetype for sure. For sure.
All right, Louis, there's a question for you in the chat. And Alex, there's a question from Alfredo and then Hanan, because we're close to coming to.
Alfredo, he said, I'm a warrior and oracle.
No, he has a question. Go ahead.
Okay, sure. Sorry. So sorry.
No, it's not a question. I kind of was in a crossroads because if I wanted someone to talk about me, I understood that was the exercise. I wanted Gandalf the Great, but also someone like Nelson Mandela.
They have quite similarities. They have quite some similarities. You take Mandela and you take Gandalf, wise people, knowledge. What I mean is that, and that's a good question or answer, whatever it is, but because storytelling is also a way to go beyond what you see. And what I mean by the therapy is that when I work with storytelling with my clients, I go a deeper work in terms of like, who are you truly are? Like, who do you want to become in front of people? And it's not the surface layer that is interesting. When you go deeper, what's in your guts? What's in your heart when you talk to people? That's what storytelling is. Usually when I talk to people, I always tell them, don't use a script. When you talk in front of the camera, don't stop reading your script. Talk with your heart, talk with your passion, talk with what makes you alive. That's storytelling, literally. You filter information, but that's what it is. So
sorry, Alex, to interrupt. I'm just conscious of time, and Hanan has a question or insights to share. Can I hear you?
Yeah. So I fully agree with you, Alex, that we should be authentic. We should be ourselves in creating our brand.
Right.
However, I also saw almost all the archetypes in myself.
Okay.
And since the middle of this session, I've been thinking about the mainstream media.
Right.
What is the thing that they have been doing so that they are convincing masses worldwide about the narrative? And I'm just thinking, because I'm half Czech, half Palestinian,
Okay.
Sometimes I'm speaking about the same thing, but
Right.
because I know the way of thinking in different cultures, or I know the audience, it's for example kids, I can't be a warrior when talking to kids. I can't be an alchemist when talking to people who are dealing only with raw information. So I need to use the archetypes that are, I believe that they are in everyone, somehow to adjust so that I can convey the message that I would like to convey. So this is what I wanted to share.
No, beautiful. Thanks for sharing. It's beautiful. Also, one thing. Everybody has many, like you say you have, like you see yourself in multiple archetype. Sure, it can be, but at first, like branding, it's also your soul. It's also like how you define yourself. And the way you define yourself with a specific topic, you won't be every archetype. You can be a mix of couples, like the way I work with my clients, sure. And if you're all, we have to create a new archetype for you, something different, something that will express what you are in a different way. And but it's more like you adapt to people who you're talking to, sure. You adapt the dialogue, like I say, the theme, dragon, renaissance, like poor, rich, you adapt it. But the soul, the essence of your brand stay the same. It won't move. Why? Indestructible. You're there, you're confident, you know who you are, you know where you go. You bring people with you. You don't let people change you. You bring people with you. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Does it make sense or?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a
what I mean.
super strong message to end on, Alex. Thank you so much for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some nuggets here and there. How can we contact you, Alex? And
So my Gmail address, so I can probably show it with you guys. Give me one. I'm trying to figure. Yeah. How can I share the screen again? Very quickly. So you have my contact information here. Alex Garnier storyteller.pro
just
at
copy
gmail.com.
paste it into the chat.
Oh, sure, definitely.
Yeah, easier.
Definitely, it will be easier for sure.
Yeah, let's continue the conversation, you
Yeah,
guys.
definitely. Where is the chat? I can't. Oh, yeah. So this, and I'll put my LinkedIn as well. Not the profile. Yeah, this one. And yeah, that's how you can reach me. And yeah, always happy to talk, happy to talk about storytelling and ideas and everything. And yeah,
Great. Thank you
for
so
those
much,
of you who
Alex.
want, pardon me, what?
Thank you so much. That was a very
Yeah, thank you.
eye-opening
Thanks a
session.
lot. Thanks a lot.
You guys, thank you again for attending today's session. For the newcomers, we meet every week, same time, same link. So you're welcome to join next week with probably a new guest speaker and new conversation, new relationship. Alex, I leave it to you for the last word.
For the last word, where you're all unique. Show your difference. Don't be afraid to show your weakness as well, because it's strength, definitely. And create something beautiful, meaningful, and go beyond just a product. Share your vision. And yeah, for some of you guys who want to shape their brand and story, yeah, I'll be happy to talk. So they are definitely, but create something beautiful and share your experience.
Great. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
everyone.
Thanks a lot.
See you
Thanks
next week, Wednesday, same time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Cillian.